Hi lovelies, I'm Ariel and this is Maven Unmasked and welcome to my Modern Spellcasters Tarot unboxing video. I have seen this deck for a little while. I think it's been out a few months and kind of went back and forth on it. It came out in 2016. It's May 2017 right now, so kind of went back and forth on it, unsure, didn't really need any new decks at the time. That's probably the main reason. And I don't know, maybe I just wasn't ready for it. I did get the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I think that kind of just opened me up to exploring some new decks again. So we're gonna give this baby a try. I love that it seems to be pretty pagan based, I think. The back, it says, achieve powerful and diverse spell work through the timeless wisdom of tarot. This deck is by Melanie Marquise and it's illustrated by Scott Murphy. 78 cards, 264-page guidebook. Rich in classic symbolism and alive with marvelous detail and color, Modern Spellcasters Tarot is the perfect choice for improving your divinatory and magic practices. Okay. Scott Murphy's stunning artwork showcases the familiar elements of the Rider-Waite in a bold new style featuring ancient pagan mythos, diverse ethnicities, and practical spell work. Okay, so use these for heightened spiritual awareness, it says. Okay, so we shall see. See if we can bring some more light into the situation here. I feel like it's a little dark. I don't know if that helps you guys any. Okay, so we begin. Okay, the plastic wrap. Comes in a nice box. It's published by Llewellyn. I love that Llewellyn has kind of stepped up their box game a little bit. The Green Witch Tarot, which I really enjoy. I believe that's Llewellyn. However, the box has like been, it's done. It's all bent and crazy. So I love that Everyday Witch Tarot and Modern Spellcasters both have this magnetized little flap here. And it opens up just like this. Okay. Alrighty. It's got some animals for the 4 elements. So it's got a bird for fire, a squirrel for earth, a fish for water, and I believe that's a fox, I want to say, for fire. Here, I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like, first impression wise. So this is the guidebook. Nice sized guidebook, no color, which is fine. It's got a table of contents, the anatomy of a tarot, tarot deck care and maintenance, which is great, I guess, for new beginners. How to read the cards, using the tarot for magic, the major arcana, the minor arcana, and easy tarot spreads. And then there's a poem called The Cup. I want to kind of read that, so let's read it. The Cup. 5 cups scattered, whole and shattered, under the moon and craving a star. 6 swords carried, grief so buried, the hermit with his light strides on. A cup between each sip the world, then out the tower it was poured. The hanged man hung, the fool came calling, 2 swords held, forever stalling. 3 swords piercings, fortune spokes, justice laughing at her joke. But here is strength to tame the beast. 3 cups raised, a 4th cup speaks. 9 swords behind, 9 wands before, judgment knocking at the door. 9 cups stacked and 8 cups drained, the star upon the moon, it rains. Between the pillars the 2 cups meet, the empress shows the hidden street. The star delights and 2 cups poured, 1 in the sea, 1 on the shore. Watering the earth with fate, 2 wands watch, 8 pentacles wait. From the moon a drop of sun, through temperance, poured back into 1. A page's cup, a starry queen, an ace of wands, and a fool to blink. 9 wands scatter and 9 swords sink, and from the cup we deeply drink. And that's by the author Melanie Marquise. So I really like that. Very cool. It has the introduction. It goes into the elements and the correspondence of the elements. It goes a bit into the numerology. And then for card meanings, so here's the major arcana. So we have the Empress here. It's got a reproduction of the card. It's not in color, which is okay. The name of the card, the Empress, the description, divinatory meanings, the reversed meaning if you read reversals, and then magical uses. And it goes like that on through the rest of the deck and all of the cards. One card draws, Celtic cross variation spreads, lovers spread, and then a bit about creating your own tarot spreads. And then there's also a chapter for next steps on the tarot trail, as well as some recommended readings. So nice little guidebook. But I really like that poem in the beginning. I may have to keep that somewhere. So these are the cards. The back has the 4 elements again. Let's see if these fingernails will come in handy. And they sure did. Okay, let's get you open. Okay, Llewellyn. Okay, this was kind of an issue for me with Everyday Witch. Great box, solid, nice box. Nice guidebook. Everyday Witches was in color. This isn't. That's totally okay. Nice guidebook. But the card stock is so thin. It's so thin. And if you guys know me, I like to give my cards a nice, you know, rifle kind of shuffle. So I like flexibility. I don't want to have to work my cards to death to get there. However, when they're this thin, I'm kind of afraid to do that, because then they just kind of stay folded one way and don't, I don't know. But, meh. Card back is nice. So let's go through some of the cards. We have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, who is faceless, I think is interesting. The Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, another faceless, the Lovers, so like a hand fasting kind of thing. I want to show you everything. Let's go through some. The Wheel of Fortune, Justice. Ooh, this is interesting. The Hanged Man, and then you have some runes on the tree. So I suppose it's the World Tree. Death. Temperance. Oh, the Devil is kind of freaky looking. Interesting. The Sun is nice. Okay, the World. I like that she's African American or black, you know, of African descent. Okay, the Two of Cups. I like that the Two of Cups is 2 men and not a man and a woman. What does that say about male bonds and male friendships? Okay. The Five of Cups. I think this is a deck that I'd very much like to use the guidebook with for some of it. Some of it is kind of like, eh. Like the Nine of Cups, like, okay, I get he's a genie. Some of it I'm like, eh. And other parts of it I'm like, okay, I get it. Like the Page of Cups. Interesting, right? So I love that the Queen of Cups has a crescent moon. it's a little bit more lifelike, you know. The Four of Pentacles is nice. I don't know. I'm not raving, but it's nice. The Nine of Pentacles. I wonder why the squirrel's got a little hood over his face, over his head. That's interesting. Definitely would want to do some guidebook work with this. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, we have Pan there. Four of Wands. I like that. Two women. Five of Wands, striking the beehive. So some of them, some of the symbolism I like. Some, again, I'm definitely going to have to go into more. I don't know. I guess I was hoping it would invoke a certain feeling in me that it didn't. Like the Two of Swords. I saw this before I bought the deck, and I really liked this idea of the Two of Swords, and I wanted this Two of Swords feeling, at least with, I don't know, Three of Swords. It's not that it's bad. Maybe it's just not the right time. The Six of Swords, I really like the Six of Swords. So let's go ahead and just see how it reads. Maybe that's the issue. We haven't seen how she reads. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So let me shuffle these good, since it is a new deck. See if that shook him up enough. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself, spellcasters. Okay, so we got the Fool. So definitely, you know, a step off the ledge, definitely an enthusiastic deck. I think I got the same exact card for Everyday Witch when I asked tell me about yourself. To me, this kind of means like he's new, he's fresh, it's a new concept. A new beginning. He's still learning as I'm learning, kind of thing. But definitely one to not be afraid to push you to take a leap of faith and a jump. So what are your strengths as a deck? Okay, and I feel like you. Okay. The High Priestess. So this deck is very intuitive. It won't do anything to try to save face. If it doesn't want to let anything on, it won't. It's good at keeping secrets and looking into the depths, to the occult, to the unknown, the unseen, the darkness, the shadow. Okay. So what are your limits as a deck? Okay, I got 2. So we have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so to me with the Six of Swords, it's not very good. And since they're both swords cards, it's not very good with the mental realm kind of stuff. This deck may be better suited for physical realm stuff, so work, career, home, family, or spiritual stuff, relationships, emotions, but not so much at analyzing the situation, determining how to transition from maybe one realm of thinking to the next. I think this means that this deck isn't very flexible. The Ten of Swords, so it is what it is. It's pretty blunt. You know, it's not going to make nice if it doesn't want to. And I think that kind of comes into this High Priestess with the blank face kind of thing. All right, so strengths, limits. What are you here to teach me? The Hermit. So how to look within for the answers. To look within for my own inner wisdom. Okay. Alrighty. How can we best collaborate together? No, I'm not giving you a million cards. Thank you. Okay, so how can we best collaborate together in regards to work and building and constructing and toiling away at things and trying things again and again. Think about, you know, casting spells. If any of you do that, you may have to try it a few different times, or if you write your own, you may have to tweak a few things. So doing something over and over again to get it right, to build shelter and stability also is how we can best collaborate. So in terms of career, money, home, finances, protection. And what is the outcome of our working relationship? Thank you. We have the Six of Wands, so victory and forward movement and precision and triumph, all of those wonderful things and emotions. So inspiration, being a leader, having, you know, people look up to you, feelings of like that. But I also want to say with this to be mindful of grandiose feelings as well. So pretty interesting. But that is my first impressions of the Spellcaster's Tarot, a little bit of a walkthrough, my deck review, and a deck interview. So that's it. You will be seeing this deck on the channel at some point during my weekly readings, on the Instagram, all of that. And please be sure, if you'd like to get a reading with me or to know a bit more about me, my blog, all the kinds of things I'm doing and that I'm into, please be sure to check out my website at www.mavenunmasked.com. Have a great one, lovelies, and happy shuffling. Bye.